Welcome back to my channel Skyward Stories. Because here's the truth, you were never supposed to notice. Women don't communicate attraction and emotional depth the way men think they do. They rarely walk up and say, I like you, or I trust you, or I'm afraid of losing you. Instead, their bodies betray them in small moments. They hope you feel, not analyze. A woman's hug is her emotional handwriting. And every style of hug carries a message she is hoping you will finally understand. Sometimes she holds you like she's trying to tell you, don't leave yet, I'm not done with you. Other times she squeezes your shoulders with a firmness that says, I feel safe with you in a way I don't feel with any other man. And yes, sometimes she pulls away faster because the feelings she has for you scare her more than she wants to admit. But here's the problem. When a man doesn't know what these signals mean, he starts to behave in ways that accidentally push her away. He assumes she's being nice or polite or friendly. He misses the vulnerability behind her touch. He misses the softness in her exhale when she relaxes in his arms. He misses the way she lingers, not because she wants the hug to continue, but because she's working up the courage to step back into her mask and pretend she didn't just reveal something real. You might not realize this, but most women don't hug every man like that. Women are extremely selective about who they let into their personal space, with genuine emotional softness. A hug for the right man isn't physical, it's psychological. It's her way of testing how your presence affects her. It's her way of seeing if you tense up or melt into the moment with quiet confidence. It's her way of asking without words, is this a man I can lean into or a man I have to protect myself from? And you felt this test before, you just didn't know it was a test. Before I tell you the hidden messages behind the different types of hugs women give men, before I break down the signs she hopes you never ignore, I want you to ask yourself something. When a woman hugs you, do you react like a man who understands her or a man who still thinks it's just a gesture? Answer that honestly because the truth is coming. There is a moment so small and so fleeting that most men never catch. It happens right after she wraps her arms around you. It's the breath she takes, the tension she releases, the micro hesitation before she lets go. That moment is where her real message lives, because the first thing you need to know is this. Women use hugs to reveal the emotions they don't want to say out loud. They do it unconsciously, instinctively. They don't plan it, but their body gives them away every time. Let me start with the hug that confuses men the most, the lingering hug. When a woman holds onto you just a little longer than expected, even if it's only a second, that is not an accident. That is emotional gravity. She doesn't want the moment to end because she feels something around you. She doesn't feel often peace, safety, warmth, and a woman will not linger on a man she is indifferent about. She might hug you quickly out of politeness. She might give a friendly squeeze, but a lingering hug, that is her guard slipping. That is her heart stepping forward before her mind catches up. And if you felt her hand run slowly up your back, even slightly, that's her body saying, please stay close. Then there's the tight hug, the one where she squeezes you with strength instead of softness. This is not a romantic signal. It's emotional intensity. It means she is overwhelmed, stressed, or fighting something internally. And she sees you as a safe container for that intensity. A woman hugs tight when she cannot find the words for whatever she is carrying. She might be afraid. She might be relieved. She might be grateful. But a tight hug is a release valve, a sign of trust. You don't squeeze someone like that unless they matter. Now let's talk about one of the most misunderstood signals, the side hug. Most men think this means I'm not into you. And sometimes, yes, that's true, but you need nuance. If she gives you a quick, stiff side hug while barely touching you, she's drawing a boundary. She's keeping the interaction safe and neutral. But if she leans into you during a side hug, if her head rests near your shoulder, if she brushes your arm before pulling away, that's not a boundary. That's shyness. That's nervousness. That's I like you, but I'm not ready to expose it fully yet. Many women use a side hug as a transition stage from friendliness to closeness. She wants to ease into you slowly, safely, without risking too much too soon. And then there's the neck or chest hug. This one matters more than anything. If she places her head on your chest or nestles her face near your neck, it's because she is drawn to your emotional presence, not your physical body. This is the hug a woman gives a man she feels connected to, a man she trusts, a man she is subconsciously choosing. Women don't press their face into a man's neck unless they feel something significant. It is an instinctive, deeply feminine response to emotional security. But here's what most men never realize. The message in her hug isn't about romance. It's about her nervous system. It's about what she feels when she is near you and what you awaken inside her without a single word. If you're ready for the next stage, the subtle hug signs she hopes you never miss. There's a reason women communicate through touch instead of words, and it's because touch reveals the truth she's afraid to speak. When she hugs you, she's letting you into a part of her mind she usually keeps locked. And if you pay attention, really pay attention, you'll notice things she thinks you'll never catch. The way her fingers move, the way her breathing changes, the way her body shifts toward or away from you. These signs are small, but they are the closest thing to a woman whispering her real feelings without actually saying it. And if you want to understand women on a level most men never reach, you must learn these unspoken signals. One of the deepest signs is what I call the anchor touch. This is when she hugs you and one hand grips your shirt, your shoulder, or the back of your neck. Not forceful, but firm enough that she's holding on to you instead of just completing the motion. That grip is emotional anchoring. It means she feels something she doesn't want to slip away. Women do this when a man gives them a sense of belonging, even if she hasn't admitted it to herself. That little pull, that tiny hold, it's her body saying, "Don't go yet, not you." Another signal is the melting posture. If she relaxes her weight into you completely, even subtly, she trusts you more than she trusts most men in her life. This isn't physical attraction. This is emotional surrender. A woman only melts into a man she feels safe with. Safe to be soft, safe to stop performing, safe to stop being strong for a moment. And if she exhales while hugging you, if her body loosens all at once, that's a sign she's been carrying more than she wants anyone to know. And for some reason with you, she finally lets it out. But there's another side to this, one that men often misinterpret, the fast release hug. When she pulls away quickly, men assume she's uninterested. Not always. Sometimes a woman pulls away fast because the feelings she has for you are stronger than she expected. She panics, she regroups, she tries to hide her reaction. Think of it like emotional recoil. When a woman feels too much too fast, she often withdraws just to protect herself. Pay attention to her eyes afterward. If she looks away too quickly or forces a smile or adjusts her hair nervously, she wasn't rejecting you. She was overwhelmed. Then there's the self-soothing gesture. This is rare but powerful. If she hugs you, pulls away, and immediately touches her own arm, neck, or chest, she is regulating her emotions. That means your presence affected her a lot. Women do this when they are emotionally activated, nervous, excited, attracted, or deeply moved. She's stabilizing herself because you shook something inside her she didn't expect. And finally, the most revealing of all, the return hug. If she hugs you, steps back, and then moves in for a second hug, that is a message louder than words. Women do this only when they feel something unresolved, something they can't walk away from yet. It might be affection, it might be longing, it might be a desire for reassurance, but it is never trivial. The second hug is the truth. The first one was the excuse. Every hug she gives you is a window into her emotional world. The question is whether you know how to see it. There's one thing men almost never realize. A woman decides how she feels about you long before she ever admits it. Not through your looks, not through your status, through how her body responds when it's close to yours. And a hug is the moment where her instincts speak louder than her thoughts. When she steps into your arms, she is letting you close enough to feel the part of her she hides from the world. Her tension, her calm, her desire, her fear, her vulnerability. The truth is, a woman's hug reveals not who she is, but who she is with you. And that difference is everything. Because women don't hug all men the same. They hug based on the emotional energy a man brings into their space. If she feels protected around you, her body softens. If she feels uncertain, she stays guarded. If she feels drawn to you, she pulls you in without realizing it. And if she feels something deeper, something she can't categorize yet, her hug becomes a mixture of hesitation and longing, the kind of emotional confusion she will never admit out loud. That's why her reactions can seem inconsistent. She isn't unsure about the hug. She's unsure about what you awaken inside her. But here's the secret most men never learn. The hug isn't about her message alone. It's also about your response. Men think they need to do something special or act a certain way or read her mind. But the only thing you need to do is be present. When you hug a woman, don't rush it, don't overthink it, don't lean in with nervousness or stiffness. Hold her with calm confidence. Let her feel steadiness in your body. Let her feel that you're grounded. Let her feel that you aren't confused or desperate or over-exited. You're simply there, stable, centered, and genuine. Women respond to that presence more than anything, because a woman doesn't remember the hug itself. She remembers how she felt in your arms. Did she feel judged? Did she feel safe? Did she feel wanted without pressure? Did she feel like she could breathe? The emotional imprint you leave in that moment becomes the reason she moves closer or pulls away. If your energy is calm, she relaxes. If your energy is chaotic, she tenses. If your energy is warm, she opens. And if your energy is withdrawn, she feels it instantly. And remember this, women don't hug a man with emotion unless they've already imagined what it feels like to be close to him. Even if just for a second, even if it scares them, even if they pretend nothing is happening, that moment of closeness, that brief exchange of unspoken truth, that's where connection starts. Not in the words, not in the flirting, in the silent, unguarded human moment where two nervous systems meet and tell the truth. So here's what I want you to think about. The next time a woman hugs you, don't focus on what you want it to mean. Focus on what she's showing you. Her body has already told the truth. You just have to learn how to listen. Now let me ask you something personal. Have you ever had a hug from a woman that felt different? One that stayed in your mind long after she walked away? What do you think she was really trying to say? Tell me in the comments. And if this opened your eyes, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and share it with a friend who needs to hear this.